Hi. Hello, fellow drawers. Long time no see. Maybe you notice anything different? Maybe something, or I don't know. Oh my god! Who's that? Who is this guy? I want to cry. It's so cute. My friend, my sister made this for me. She how do you say it? Sued him for me. She sued him for me. He's gonna be holding the mic from now on. In case you're wondering where did Kermit go? He's here, but he has to retire, I think, because he wasn't really good at his job. He was a failure of an employee. I'm gonna put him on the shame board and I'm gonna shame him. For those who are unfamiliar, this is my OC. This is Beck, which stands for Baby Bon Emitting Cheese, because he has cheese sticks growing out of his head. Okay, let's get started, shall we? My name is Valerie. I am a self-taught digital artist. So I've been stuck drawing fan art for quite a long time, and then recently I did this OC challenge, which turned out to be really fun. So now I decided that it's time for more challenge, because life is kind of easy. Life is kind of chill and easy, and I've just been chilling recently. I felt so good that I could not draw or work or do anything. I just couldn't do it because life is just so fun, and who needs work and stuff. So I decided, you know what, I need some real challenge in my life. So I went to Pinterest, and oh boy did I find exactly what I was looking for. The challenge that I was craving so much for so long. The Pause OC challenge. And ever since I stumbled upon this trend on Pinterest, I've been really wanting to do this because it sounds really cool and fun. I'm like genuinely excited to do this. In case you're unfamiliar with it, the Pause OC challenge is a trend where people are making videos with different prompts that are flickering on the screen, and the viewer has to pause the video at different times and then see what they got and make a character out of that. There are some basic parts of the character, such as skin color, hairstyle, eye color, clothing, accessories, and sometimes there are also more in-depth characteristics that can help you not only build the look of your character, but their personality as well. So today I'm going to spin the wheel, see what components I get, and then I will leave, and then I will return to you when I'm done with the characters, because my drawing process takes a pretty long time. Every single drawing takes me 15 to 20 hours, sometimes even more than that, so I obviously cannot do this challenge in one day. But when I return, we will go through my painting process together. Hopefully that sounds nice. Let's begin. So first I think I want to do this one because it has a lot of stuff in it, and I think the more details the better. First we got the body. Let's see. A ghost. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever drawn a ghost character, so I don't mind trying that. Okay, so now hair. Oh, kind of just long layered hair. Next, eyes. I don't think I will be able to replicate these exact eyes because my style is not that toony, but we can try doing something similar. Next, ears. Bunny ears. That's also something new. I haven't drawn many bunnies. Moving on. Accessories. Earrings. Props. A puppy! Why is a puppy a prop? A puppy is not a prop. A puppy is a friend. Okay, let's get the outfit. So I paused on this one, but can I have a second try? Yeah, I want to give it a second try. I make the rules here. I want something more interesting. Something like this. Next one is personality. Let's see. Jealous. Why not? Okay, now color palette. Oh my god, this is the worst. Cool. I will probably not be using these characters that I create in the future as my OCs. I'm just drawing these once for this video, so I basically just need the look. But we will quickly go through the rest of these remaining prompts just to see what we get. Okay, so identity, non-binary, pronouns, she, him, zodiac sign, Capricorn. My boyfriend is a Capricorn. Moral alignment. I don't know what that means, but I guess it's some kind of personality test, like 16 personalities, something like that. Our moral alignment is true neutral. Handedness, left-handed. Okay, and that's it. I will repeat all of this and sum this up when we actually get to making the characters. For now, let's find our second video. I'm not going to be using the same one. I'm going to use this one, for example. So first things first, body. Oh, this is... I don't know what exactly this is supposed to represent. Is it vitiligo or is it just a birthmark? But it also has a lot of tiny little scars, wrinkles all over the body. So I'm not sure. I will refer to it as vitiligo, or is it vitiligo?
Vitiligo.
Vitiligo. Feel free to correct me in the comments if you know the correct term for this. Okay, now let's do the hair. That's a cool haircut. I'll take it. Now, eyes. We got 3 eyes. Accessories, gloves, eye color. Oh, pretty. And there will be 3 of these. Awesome. Clothes. I love this. I love this fit. This is great. Oh, and that's it. Okay, I will see you on the other side.
One eternity later.
Hello. I'm finally done with the character. They took me a little less than a week. I am so excited to show them to you. They're so cool. Let's get into it. Let's start with our first character. In case you forgot, I will remind you what we had. Jealous, non-binary, ghost with rabbit ears, earrings, layered hair, a dog whose pronouns are she, him, who is a Capricorn, has a true neutral moral alignment, is left-handed, and also has this hideous color palette. Also these kind of eyes. Oh, and a dress of a housewife from the 50s. I decided to go for a small dog. It was a small dog in the prompt. And plus, her main personality trait is jealousy. And I associate jealousy with like mean girls. A mean girl should be holding a small dog. And you might say, oh, but Valerie, you have a small dog. And yeah, that's because I'm a mean girl. And if the topic of jealousy has come up, let's talk about that today. I mean, we all experience it. I remember being so frustrated when I was in my sketchbook phase at about 14, 15 years old, watching sketchbook tours on YouTube from artists that I admired, and I wanted my sketchbooks to look cool, just like theirs. And I tried mimicking my favorite artist's style, but it never looked as good. The shapes were off, the colors were off, the characters looked stiff and dead, and I was very jealous. I was like, why can my drawings look like that? How do those people do that? And now, years later, I've come to the conclusion that they just do. They just feel their drawings that way. That's their flow. And that flow is unique to every artist. So no matter how hard I would try to go for that art style, it was probably never meant to be. It's like trying to mimic someone else's handwriting. Like, you can try, and you can even succeed in writing a sentence or two, but it will most likely hurt your wrist, and it will not feel as natural as writing with your own handwriting, because everyone's hand flows differently. Same with art style, and all of those artists are still my big inspirations, even though right now I have a totally different style than them, and I'm not trying to go for their style, even though I like it. But I know that my hand just doesn't move like that, and my brain doesn't work like that. My brain, for example, does not like quick sketches. It prefers a longer workflow where I can work on my small little details as long as I can. That's what I'm comfortable with. So now I can appreciate those other art styles without being jealous. I mean jealous in a negative, self-deprecating kind of way. Because like, why would I be jealous? I'm good at doing my own thing. They're good at doing their own thing. And you can learn and adapt different techniques and stuff from other art styles without trying to adapt the entire style. And you can prefer to learn different things from different artists, because every one of us has their strengths and their weaknesses. You cannot be good at everything. So chill, relax. You'll find your thing eventually, don't worry. Boy, this color palette almost made me want to quit art. It's so bad. Like, why are there so many colors? Purple, blue, green, and yellow. 4 colors? That's not... You can't do that. You don't use 4 different colors in one character. That's wild. So I didn't use 4 colors. I only used 3. But I tried. I tried real hard to squeeze in that yellow somewhere. On the dress, on the dog, it didn't work because it does not belong here. So I was left with the turquoise, blue, and purple, which is a much more appealing color combo, especially for a ghost character, so I was happy about it. Also, regarding jealousy, I think it's best to just let it go. Because we, as humans, we will never be completely satisfied with what we have. It's like people with straight hair are jealous of people with curly hair, and the ones with curly hair are jealous of people with straight hair. Like, my hair is extremely straight, so I have to braid it after every wash and sleep with braids to make it curly. Meanwhile, people with curly hair are spending hours in the morning straightening their hair. I hate having straight hair. It's the worst, especially if I go outside and it's even slightly windy. It makes me want to shave my whole head off. It's so annoying. And also, I hate being so pale, so white. Yeah, and so we have white people constantly getting their fake tan to look like they have more melanin than they actually do. And at the same time, we have, well, I have mostly seen this among the Asian beauty trends where people go through different procedures and treatment and buy whitening creams to literally bleach their skin. It's ridiculous how we are all just cranky little babies who cannot just shut up and be happy with what they got. And same with art style. I love my style. I'm happy with how it has progressed and developed, but still sometimes I am jealous. Jealous of people who have painterly art styles who are able to draw without needing the lineart at all. I don't get how they do that. Me and them are built wired completely differently. Sometimes I'm jealous of the cartoony, simplified art styles because I often struggle with simplifying stuff. I always want to make everything as detailed as can be, to make every pixel perfect. That's why all the sketchbooks that I ever got my hands onto were never really used for sketches. Every single sketch I made, I had to make it look perfect. I couldn't just let it be. I had to ink it with the perfect clean line art and maybe even end up coloring it and making it into a full finished illustration. And that tendency back then has definitely contributed and led me to the style of drawing that I have today. I mean, look at my sketches. Look at how messy they are. I am unable to make clean sketches because I never had the need to. I always knew that I will go over the sketch with line art and then erase that sketch completely. So I never cared if it was clean or not. Okay, now, okay. Forget. Look. Okay, look at that. The whole process took me like 15 hours. She turned out so good. I could never draw something like this if it wasn't for the prompts. So I'm like really surprised. Like, look at the dog. It's so cute. Like, I didn't make her have a ghost tail because I think that's a genie thing, not a ghost. So I just made her limbs kind of see-through. The hair, I love the hair. It's pretty. I love it. Okay, now let's get to our boy. In case you forgot, we are making a boy with this hairstyle, purple, this skin type, which I will refer to as vitiligo. We have these eyes, 3 of them, this outfit, and gloves. I realized I never draw my character sitting, so here I decided to go for a sitting pose. This character is definitely more like something I would come up with myself. The outfit style especially, I love my characters dressing casually. If we take character designs in Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and Zenozone Zero, my favorite aesthetic, my go-to style is definitely the ZZZ one, then the Genshin, and the least pleasing for me is the Honkai Star Rail. I'm not talking about the games right now at all, just talking about the outfit styles. For me personally, the aesthetics I'm not a fan of, which means I would not draw that for free for my own enjoyment, are first of all medieval, kind of royal knights in shining armor, those huge dresses and suits, also like motorcycles, cars, robots, mechas, any huge machinery. That is a nightmare. You have to be some special kind of person to be able to do that. I think robotic stuff is a no-no for a lot of artists because of just how hard and complicated it is. Every line has to be straight, every edge has to be even, everything has to be symmetrical, every part has to somehow connect to each other. Also, like big weapons, I think are in the same category, like blasters, also backgrounds, locations, buildings, big animals. Yeah, no way I'm drawing that. Maybe for like an extra buck. I need to be paid well and be in a really good mood to be willing to put myself through that. When I'm passionate about a drawing, I can literally finish a 20-hour drawing in like 2 days. I can draw all day long, 10 hours straight, and I won't get tired at all. But as soon as the drawing subject becomes even a bit out of my field of interest, it turns into torture. And that same 20-hour drawing can take me like a week to finish. If you have your own do's and don'ts list, then feel free to share it in the comments. I love reading those whenever artists post those for their commissions info. Taking commissions is a very stressful thing for me. I think for most artists it probably is. First of all, obviously when I was a beginner artist, I thought I will take commissions and I will like draw cool characters and get new ideas and like get money for it. That's so cool. But then when you actually start drawing for money and taking commissions, you realize that actually people rarely ask you to draw something that suits your interests and fits right into your comfort zone. I had to turn on the light because it got so dark. You will inevitably have to push yourself out of your comfort zone to fit the customer's requirements and preferences. But that is not the stressful part. The stressful part is trying to lure out those requirements and preferences, and sometimes spend hours talking to someone, trying to make them answer your questions in order for you to be able to do your job, just to find out that they were a dirty, fake, nasty scammer all along and never intended on commissioning or paying you in the first place. It still hurts. One time I spent the whole day talking to this random guy who wanted a commission, but our dialogue felt like an interrogation. Because the amount of effort I had to put in, I had to ask a separate question about every single detail. It was so hard to stay calm, to stay customer friendly, and when in the end it ended up not even being a real customer, I was crushed. I was so devastated, I can't even describe it, because I'm always very serious and responsible with stuff like that. I try to be a good service provider. I want people to have a good experience talking to me and commissioning me. So I try to reply as fast as I can. I try to provide all the information as clear as possible to avoid any confusion or misunderstanding, and because of that, I end up very emotionally invested in those conversations and stress out when it doesn't go as smooth as I expected. And also, as I said, I am a very socially anxious person, and any message, DM, or email I get where there is someone trying to reach out to me for whatever reason, it's making me so nervous. My heart always skips a beat when I see a notification pop up. All the time. I hate it. And also I hate dealing with numbers and finances and business and all that stuff. I wish that one day I will be at a level of income that will allow me to hire someone who would deal with all that stuff. Okay, he's done. Look at his cool hair and pants and tie. And I really love the green and purple Joker-esque color palette. I think it looks really cool. And you could see I basically forgot about his skin condition and I only added it in the end, but it's there. He took me 13.5 hours in time-lapse. Oh, and the ghost, I don't know why I said she took me 15 hours. She took me 22 hours. I spent a long time on that hair. I will definitely be doing this again. I actually loved it. It's so cool. And if you will end up liking this, I will definitely make a part 2. I will probably do it again no matter what. So here are both of my characters side by side. I couldn't even tell you which one I like more because I really love both of them, but you tell me which one do you like better. If you enjoyed this video, then press like, subscribe. I have more videos like this on my channel, so if you want, you can go watch those. Or if you just want to look at the art that I make, then you can check it out on my Instagram or here on YouTube Shorts. So bye. Love ya. Here. Give back a hug. There you go.